Good afternoon. Another travel day. I'm off on my travels again to Gran Canaria. I'm here at the Lanzarote Airport. We are flying from Terminal 2 over to Gran Canaria on a propeller plane. You know I love those. And in order to get there, I've got to walk through the tourist terminal to get over there because I've had to park in Terminal 1. Long story. Why am I going Gran Canaria? Let's talk. Right then, here we are, September, at Terminal 1 of the Cesar Manrique Lanzarote Airport. I have parked here in Terminal 1 because there is no space in Terminal 2. And I want to ask you, do you think the cost of parking here in Lanzarote is expensive? Wow, looks dead in here. Well, September has calmed down a lot, hasn't it? I've just entered the airport, so I've got to do one thing. I'm going for a wee. I'll see you in 3, and then we'll talk parking prices. Already, I'm pissed off. I don't know why. I always need the loo the minute I step into an airport. I bet you when I get over to Terminal 2, it's only about a 5-minute walk. I'll probably need another one. Anyway, parking. €35 for the night. We are doing 24 hours in Gran Canaria. What can we get up to in 24 hours in Gran Canaria? Well, stand by and let's see. But €35 for one night. We're departing at 1:30. We're landing back at 7:30. Is that expensive? I think it's quite expensive for Lanzarote. Maybe not for the rest of the world. The good thing about Lanzarote Airport is if you're dropping off, it's like either free or like a couple of cents. So swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Anyway, let's get downstairs because we've got to walk all the way over to Terminal 2. Who are them? Easy jetters, I think. A few easy jetters over there, look. And we are going this way and down here. Wow, look at that. So it is a Friday. Big airport day is usually a Thursday. There's a few people arriving there. So when you arrive, look, that's your baggage carousel. And you come through the doors down there. Car hire is that way, look. And I do like having a good old nose here and watching people. Like little ants scurrying around, aren't they? There you go, let's get down there. So why are we off to Gran Canaria? Well, if you remember, it wasn't long ago that went over to Gran Canaria for the weekend and we had the Origins show. This is the biggest, poshest show in Gran Canaria. Now, I think I mentioned on the live over there the next day, there was a technical problem when we arrived and all the power had gone, so they actually cancelled the show. Now, we were gutted because that was the main reason for going over and it wasn't cheap at all. It's quite an expensive show. Behind me, look, is where you come out when you arrive. But as I said, a very expensive show, but it's meant to be worth it. It's meant to be like an amazing show. Will Smith went there. So there's videos of Will Smith there as well. So if it's good enough for Will Smith, it's good enough for me. Man in blue, not man in black. However, it's not like me to kick off. And I didn't really kick off. But it cost us a lot to get over there with flights. And it meant a day or a night of the sort of whole purpose of going over to Gran Canaria was wasted. So I couldn't do videos, this, that and the other. And in honesty, and I was very honest with them, I didn't complain, I gave them feedback. I didn't go public like some of these knobheads you see on Facebook that don't actually speak to the owners of businesses or speak to the owners of restaurants. They just go on Facebook, goes, we went here, it was horrible, or we had a bad experience there. Oh, did you speak to them? No. Anyway, that's a topic for another video. So I dropped him an email and just said, look, I just want to give you some feedback. I understand that problems happen. I understand that the power is out of your control. But the way it was handled was not the best. And I gave them feedback, you know, of what I observed, how, as a customer, it made me feel. And I explained that, you know, I'm going over there. I was going over there to do a video. And I always do positive videos anyway, don't I? So it was to showcase their product. I paid for the tickets, I didn't ask for anything. But the manager got back to me and he said, look, we're so sorry. If you want to come again, feel free to come over. We'll refund you the tickets, we'll upgrade you to VIP, and you can come when you want. Wow. I said, let's get going, let's get going. And that, my friends, is why we are going to Gran Canaria. And when I say we, oh, you're about to see who with. the tribe. Here we go, look, so we're entering Terminal 2. There's a little place there, a little cafe. The old Canarians can't go anywhere without a cup of coffee. And here we are, where are they? There they are, look. There they are, sitting waiting for me because they couldn't be asked to walk. Proper VIPs. There we are. Are you ready for the VIP treatment?
Yeah, I'm playing with Sasha.
Yes, VIPs. Right, come on, let's go. Right, let's talk about QR codes, mobile phones and paper. Apparently, Ryanair are going to stop anybody printing their boarding passes. What's it going to mean? Is it going to annoy you? To be honest, I'm quite tech savvy, but I can't be dealing with having a QR code on here for a number of reasons. Let's get through security and we'll talk on the other side. The main reason is this. I have a boarding card, and I have to piss around now getting this one, and this one through, where I could just give them a piece of paper and say, crack on, see you on the other side. But no, now I have to do this and open one and scan through. It's just an absolute nightmare. All right, let's see if that works. Just about. Next one. Oh, that's worked. 2. Oh God, I've got to now scan. Next one, go on. Oh no, I've got to make it bigger, look. I've got to grow it. I've got to make it bigger on the screen. Oh, go on. And finally, I get my own. And to be honest, I don't even know what name each of them was. As long as it scans me in, I don't give a shite. Typical, mine don't work. Right, come on, let's get in. I've got to turn you off, we're in security. Right, for the first time, I never got stopped or anything. Everything went through smoothly, but travelling is stressful enough as it is, isn't it? What are your thoughts about having everything on a mobile phone? I personally don't like it. Like I said, I understand technology, I'm quite good with it, but why do we need it on a phone? What if your battery goes? What about old people? You know, I'm getting on a bit, but I can still use a phone, but there's a lot of old people that don't. I just want to print my boarding pass off and scan it, because why? It's always going to work, it's always going to be there, and there's no messing around. And you've got to feel for the staff as well. Imagine the Ryanair staff handling these phones, hundreds and hundreds of these dirty phones that have been spat on, earwax. These are the dirtiest things in the world. What happened to the days of COVID? You know what I mean? What happened to the days of sanitising and stuff? We've gone full circle, haven't we? Anyway, that's my rant for the day. What do you think about having your boarding card only available on mobile? Are you going to do it, or are you going to do a little hack and just literally print off the QR code anyway? So you've always got it on a piece of paper just in case. I think that is what I'm going to do. Technology, smartphones for not so smart people. Right, I've lost them now during that rant, but this is Terminal 2. And this is where the binters come, but we're on a Canary Fly today, so we're on the blue ones, which I think is up here. Let me just have a look. Right, where are we? 1:15 p.m. 7:30. Oh, gate in 8 minutes. It's going to be much of a gate. It's one of these, look. Anyway, where have they gone? I bet you they're either getting a bottle of water or Mrs. TravelON is in the cafe. But you should see the food she's packed. She has packed so many snacks. There they are. Oh, where are, oh, yes, here we go. Surprise, surprise, she's packed a bag of snacks, but she can't go anywhere without spending money, can she? Oh, surprise, surprise, what you getting?
Water for everyone.
Oh, all right, how much a bottle?
160.
160 for a little bottle. I suppose it's not too bad.
Not too bad.
What, you getting a coffee as well?
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Holidays.
It's not holidays. We're over on business. Alfie?
You got Dad?
He's got his new hat, look, with an A on. A for Alfie. And Jack's just like his father. Look, he's given up. He's just sitting here, chilling out. All right? Yeah. Right, while they get ready, I like this. A high stool, look. All of your plugs and everything like that with your USBs, so you can get charging. I am fully charged, not mentally or physically, but this is fully charged, just in case. Just in case. I'm not allowed to use paper. But these are great, aren't they? These are quite new. I've never seen these before. Charge everything up. Perfect. Right, she's going to get a coffee. I'm going to chill for a bit. And I'll probably see you when we're getting on the Canary Fly plane. Not a binter this time, a Canary Fly. And on the way back, I reckon I might buy a little model aeroplane. You know I like collecting them. It's like a tradition thing now, isn't it? Right, see you in a bit. Mrs. TravelON's going to get a coffee.
Getting some napkins because I've made them chicken wings to eat.
Oh, right, okay. Well, go on then. Bloody hell. Right, while she's gone, let's see what she's packed us all for lunch. Let's have a look. Who's going to get it out the bag? Right, let's just point out, this is a 35-minute flight. I mean, I'm not moaning because she's saving us money. Because for a fact, Jack even said, oh, I might buy a bocadillo, which is a baguette. And she's like, no, I have packed more food than you can imagine. We're there for 24 hours. That is it. We land, we go to the hotel, we chill out for the afternoon, we go into the show. We're up tomorrow. We've got a full day in Gran Canaria. So hopefully there's leftovers. Let's have a look. Water. There's €3.20 worth that she's just spent there. Bananas. Rice crackers. Haribos. Packet of crisps. Like an empanada thing, which is like a sort of Greg's pasty. Second packet of crisps. Packet of biscuits. A punnet of strawberries. What in the world has she packed a punnet of strawberries for? And who am I to use the word punnet? A load of chicken wings. Some dark chocolate. Jesus Christ. Some more chocolate with peanuts. And I think that's it. Do you think she's gone OTT? We're literally on a 45-minute flight. Well, to be honest, I ain't moaning because I'm proud of her. The more she packs, the less I have to spend. Bloody hell, Mrs. TravelON. I'm just picking chicken out my teeth. Modern woman, Mrs. TravelON. I tell you what, it's a little undercooked, them chicken wings. If we're not all down with salmonella by the time this show happens, we only know who to blame. The outside of the wings were whiter than the walls of Lanzarote, and inside, as you got to the end, it was as pink as a bloody highlighter pen. I tell you what, modern women of today got a bloody clue how to cook. I tell you what, they say you marry your mother, don't they? My mother was the worst cook in history. I think that could be in the Guinness Book of Records. She couldn't cook a piece of toast. It's a good job I'm the chef of the house, isn't it? Right, anyway, I'm going to wait here. We've got about 15-20 minutes to wait, probably a little bit more. These are gaming. Mrs. TravelON, I don't know what she's doing, but right, I'm going to chill out. See you in a bit. I know I kicked off about mobile phones and stuff like that with boarding passes and boarding cards. I think I'm justified in that. But, well, they've just taken over the world. I mean, I'm sat here looking at my phone. And then look at these, like, we're meant to be on a family day out. I know it's different, isn't it? When you're at the airport, you just want to sort of chill out and get there. But look at this. Playing games. Playing games. Probably messaging somebody on Facebook. Bloody hell. Are they taking over? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Should we all be sat here on our mobile phones ignoring each other? See, most of these influencers, and you know I hate that word, would be bowling around the airport pretending they'd be doing silly dancey videos, and they'd pretend that their life is absolutely fucking marvellous, wouldn't they? Oh, look at us at the airport. John is dancing around his case while I'm entertaining the children with a little lunchbox. They're not on their tablets or their phones. They're living life to the max because we, as a travelling family, well, we think it's important that we bond everywhere we go. Absolute BS. Absolute BS. It's all for the camera. It is all for the camera. What is she doing? She's nosing around. She's getting restless. Look, she's getting restless. It's all for the camera. The true people will show you exactly what's going on. We're all sat here ignoring each other. Why? Because we see each other every bloody day. I am a miserable twat, but at least I'm honest, eh? Let me know in the comments, what do you do at the airport? I might go and do some dancing videos next. What do you reckon? Oh, here's a treat. British Airways flight. I've not seen a British Airways flight here before, I don't think. I didn't get a British Airways flight before. There you go. British Airways, look. Departing the runway. next to an IT plane. I don't know where that is. Is it IT or JT? Don't know what that is. There you go, bit of BA. I've only been on one BA flight. I found it actually was really good. It was a little bit posh for me. Well, it wasn't posh, just the people on there were, you know, some had man buns and sort of sandals and stuff like that, and everybody sort of spoke like they were avid travellers, you know. They were not fazed by the airport. They were avid BA travellers, probably part of the club. But it was actually a really good flight. I was actually really, really impressed. There's a video about that. I think we got it from, I think it was Cyprus to London Gatwick, if I'm right. It's on here somewhere. You can go and have a look at my BA adventures. I ain't getting no plane, you fool. Do you remember BA? He was a ledge, weren't he? Right, we're off. Ready?
Yeah, ready.
We're off. I've got all the paperwork, or the mobile phone with all the bits on. Where are we going? That's Tenerife South. We're heading somewhere over here, I think. I think it's where that queue is there, yep. That's the one. Let's see how this goes. Right, here we go. We're in the queue, and, well, the reason that I haven't printed the tickets off was just to see how easy it is on a mobile phone. Don't get me wrong, it's not difficult, but I'm now holding the mobile phone, and then I've got to go into each single file to get the things to scan again at this bit, which is going to take more time. If I had a piece of paper in with my passport, all organised, which I do, I put them all in order with each name, like this little turd here, with his name, say, there's your piece of paper, there's your ID card or passport. It's faster, isn't it? Now, piss around on these. Have you seen people in the supermarket trying to pay with mobile phones? Technology. Right, they're calling. Let's go. Right, ready? We're going to get scanning. This is going to really, really take time. Right, as predicted, that was a bloody nightmare. We need to do a full video on paper versus mobile phone. Right, come on. It's bloody noisy. And there we are over there, look. Bloody hell. Ooh. I'll tell you what, you probably can't hear me, but we're stood here. He's got headphones on, I need some. We're all getting deaf here. Loud. Bloody hell. Look at this. Bloody hell. The noise of it is ridiculous. Wow, look at that. This vehicle is now reversing. Bloody hell. That is cool though, watching that. Right, they asked Mrs. TravelON if we had electronic devices in the bag. Well, we have. We've only got carry-on. I don't know whether she wants us to check them in, but we just said no, and she never checked, did she? No. Security at its finest. That was bloody loud, that was. There we are, look, Canary Fly. A little bit different to Binter. Binter's taking off there. Let's get going, come on. They're only little planes. Not like the Jet. Do you remember the Jet, Jack? Yeah, we've gone right down. We've gone right down in the estimations now, look. From Jet to propellers. Dear gosh. Only small, this. Looks a lot smaller than a Binter.
I think they're going to put the...
Have you flown on this one before?
No, but I think they might put the...
There's the wing of the plane, look. Oh, it's nice and quiet now. Nice and quiet. They're putting bags on there. I don't know why she asked about electronics, because let's face it, I'm scanning my QR code via a bloody electronics. Of course I've got electronics. Anyway. Oh, look, there's a private jet there, look. Look at that. That's a private one. I wonder who that is. Look, that's got to be somebody minted, no? Well, one day, Mr. Alfie will be going on that private one. Yeah? What do you reckon? You've got to make us a million. You've got to make us millionaires. I think you're going to be the one to do it. Or it could be Jack. What do you reckon? One of you better. One of you better. I need to bloody retire. They need to look after me. I'll tell you what. I'm sick of bloody looking after them. They should be able to look after themselves by now, shouldn't they? It's a long old procedure getting on this bloody plane. There's Binter, look, just taking off there. Fantastic. Look at the view. Look at the view of the airport. Absolutely beautiful. And a really warm day as well. Look at Jack, nearly touching the roof. We're in number 8. Bloody hell, it's a tight one this. There we are, we're there. Bloody hell. It's roasting hot. They've not even turned the bloody thing on yet. No air conditioning. Mrs. TravelON couldn't get a case in. This is a tight one. It's a lot smaller than Bintat. Look at Jack's knees. Got enough room, Jack? And mine. Jesus Christ, knobbly knees. Mrs. TravelON. She's having a hot flush, going through the menopause.
Les informamos que estamos procediendo al cierre
Look
de
at the
puertas del
state of
avión.
that.
Coloquen su equipaje de mano en los compartimentos superiores. Por favor, comprueben que
Well, we're
sus
right by the
aparatos
propeller, so
electrónicos
hopefully
están en modo avión
I can get
y protegidos
a
contra
view
golpes,
of us
de tal
taking
forma
off,
que se
okay?
evite su activación
I'm going to turn this
accidental.
off now.
Durante las fases de
Hopefully the
rodaje,
aircon kicks in
despegue y aterrizaje,
and I don't
solo
pass
están
out. Thank
permitidos
God it's only a
aquellos que
40-minute
puedan
flight.
manejarse.
Thank the Lord, we are finally off. The air conditioning is sort of on. Everyone's dying. Everyone's proper hot, sweating. Right, I'm going to show you the takeoff because I know you like that. So you know what I always say, cue the music. We're nearly there, we're not far off. I've got some funny stories to tell you, but on the Bintat you get a free water and a chocolate bar or a bag of crisps last time. Here you have to pay. So this is the menu, I'm going to show it you. It's that small, I have to do this. So you're talking €2 for a coffee, $2.50. Oh, that's a coffee and a croissant, that's not too bad. $1.80 for a juice, €3 for a packet of crisps and a can of pop. There you go, $1.20 just for a coffee, or $1.50 for a coffee with a bar, $1.20 for a water, that's cheaper than at the airport, that's good. $1.80 for a Coke. Price-wise, not too bad, eh? For an airline. So they're not ripping you off here, at least, like most places. What do you reckon? Right, we are landing. I'm going to show you the landing. Cue the music. here on the other side, roasting, so cooked we are, absolutely cooked.
Please remain seated in your assigned seat and waiting your turn. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And do you know what? Everybody on these flights does exactly that. They all wait until the person behind them or the person in front of them is gone, then they get up. It's a very orderly queue here. Not like the bloody British, standing up already. Mind you, saying that,
Why are people standing up?
he's just totally destroyed my thing there, hasn't he? Usually, there's one or two. Thank God we're off. Jesus, I'll tell you all about it. Whew, we're off, let's go. There we go, look. Oh, fresh air. Fresh air. We're not getting a bus, are we? Let's get going. Welcome to Gran Canaria. Jeez, them steps are a bit wobbly. There we go, look. We're here. Oh, they get a lift. We're going to get a lift with them. Now we've got to wait for Mrs. TravelON. Here she is, look. Here she is. I've got some funny stories to tell you about Mrs. TravelON. Look at the state of her. Come on. What are you doing? Right, come on. Let's go. So Binter are the big boys for sure with regards to crossings. They're much better, I must admit. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't too bad a flight. But there's a big difference between Binter and Canary Fly, a massive difference. And the price is not too different at all. The price is actually the same. So it's not like I went for the cheap option. The only reason I went with Canary Fly was because of the flight times. Binter was full. So literally, it was just the flight times, but exactly the same price as Binter. Listen, it's a way to get over, isn't it? But it wasn't the best. I'll tell you all about it when we get out of this noise. Come on. Let's go. Tell you what, that was roasting, wasn't it? We were absolutely cooked. Unlike Mrs. TravelON's chicken. Unlike Mrs. TravelON's chicken, we were literally cooked to perfection, weren't we, Jeff?
Yes, it's cooler outside.
Ooh, we're all right now. So the aircon wasn't really working, and I'm going to tell you a funny story in a minute about Mrs. TravelON. You'll find out the truth about Mrs. TravelON in a minute once we get inside. Look at her playing innocent.
What have I done?
Playing innocent. Yeah, you'll know in a minute. So once we get inside, I'll tell you about Mrs. TravelON. We've hired another car with Top Car. Very, very impressed with Top Car. And you remember last time that we hired the car and I made the mistake of buying the insurance through booking.com? Well, I didn't this time. Top Car, €7 a day for the full insurance. For today, this afternoon, until sort of tomorrow night, 7:30. €53. Cheaper than Cabrera Medina. And I was happy last time, so we've gone Top Car again. But you know where Top Car is from last time? Oh, it's so cool in here. Top Car is a bit of a walk, so that is where we're going. Let's get these in. So, story time, right? So in front of Jack was a guy, right? And what we assumed had reclined his seat, right? Now I didn't even spot it. Mrs. TravelON rage baiting me. Oi, look at him, take a video, do a video, that'll go viral. How dare he? Calling him every name under the sun. I'm not going to post a video because I've actually made a hit piece about him because he reclined his seat. Literally, poor Jack couldn't move. She's slagging him off like nobody's business. No. And then, turns out, the chair was actually broken and the guy was really not, no, it wasn't broken, but he thought it was broken. He was trying to pull it back. When the stewardess come at the end, she did it for him and he went, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I tell you what, she wanted me to destroy that poor man's life. She's still slagging him off now. It wasn't his fault. She said he was stupid, he couldn't even press the button to put it back up. The stewardess come along afterwards, after the flight had landed, and went, look, it just goes up like this. He said, oh, I'm so sorry. But he was actually quite a nice man, so I'm not going to post the video. Well, actually, it would go quite viral. I might post it in like a few weeks, but I'll blur him out and we'll just pretend that he reclined his seat. He's got his new hat that he got for his birthday. Look, A for Alfie. He's super cool. And are you ready for this 5-star experience tonight? 5-star show.
Yeah.
If he hasn't got a controller and a screen, he's not interested. Right, they've gone for a wee. I'll tell you what, I'm going for a wee as well. See you in 3.
I do take it back because when he realised his seat was back, he apologised.
Yeah, exactly.
And when we got off the plane, my bag was further on.
And he helped you with your bag?
He helped me, but he only had to press the button to pull his seat on.
He's going back on her word now, trying to defend herself. He was a nice man. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to put that video up. Maybe I will later on, I don't know. It might go viral. Anyway, we're off. We're off to Top Car to get the car. And for those of you that think I've got some kind of bladder problem, you know what, you might be right. It's only when I eat airports and aeroplanes. Yeah, I went for 2 weeks in that airport. I went for 1 on the plane and 1 when I land. I just feel when I'm here, I may as well go while I've got the opportunity. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not in the car. Right, here we are. Gran Canaria Airport. What's she doing? What is she doing? Oh God. What are you doing?
That was illegal, that one. I just pointed.
Oh, went back in?
Yeah.
I don't know what she's doing. What are you doing? What's Mum doing?
I don't know.
Right, come on, let's go. Just in case you want to grab a coffee and a drink. Just in case. Just in case. I'm just waiting for people waiting for people. We are going to Top Car. Long walk this way. I'll show you. Bloody hell, I don't know what they've got in there, look. Are they musicians maybe? Drums? We are going all the way down to the bottom. That's where the offices are, all the way down there. Let's go. We're heading to Arrivals 2, so that is where, essentially, if you're coming on holiday, you'll be arriving into there. So I think the car hire is like between the two, but it's closer to Arrivals 2. That's why we have to walk all the way down here. There you go, look, it's all the way down here. But then as you see, Arrivals 2, look, is there. So like Lanzarote Airport, Terminal 1 and Terminal 2, it's pretty similar. Massive airport though this. I'm gonna have to have a look at arrivals, maybe on this journey. Because we're not flying until 7:30 tomorrow, we've got a whole day to kill. If these lot get bored, I'll get them to the airport early and I'll do like a tour of the airport, if you like. I'll show you the tourist arrivals, where you'd arrive in Gran Canaria if you're coming on holiday. And then, well, departures is departures. It's all kicking off there. Right, Top Car, let's have a look. Get my glasses on, can't see a bloody thing. Oh my God, there's a massive queue. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe they're so good that they're now too popular. Ugh. Here we go, look. There's a car hires. Hertz, Gold Car, I don't know who uses Gold Card. OK Mobility, that's a new one. Europe Car. I know, it's not too bad. It's only a couple of people, still a wait though. And there's a C Car, Cabrera Medina as well there, look. Top Car, top service. I think they are slowly becoming my #1 car hire company. Really, really good. I'll tell you all about it. So, nice and quick. Now we've got to go down to the garage or the car park and pick it. People, again, geezer in front of me that I was waiting for. Luckily there was 2 people, so it wasn't too bad. He's like asking all the different cars that he can choose from. Like literally, she's there going, Renault Clio, Citroën Vista, they were French. French. Oh, do you have this car? Do you have this car? I felt like saying, mate, just get what you're given. Are you like that? Because he's holding up her life. I'm waiting. Luckily there was another woman. I didn't even get asked what car I wanted. I've got a Renault Clio, and do you know what? It's got 4 wheels. It drives from A to B, and I don't care. Unbelievable. What is wrong with people? So entitled. What car am I getting? That was his French. He was French, so I don't know whether he spoke posh French, but we'll just him, ho ho ho, what a car am I getting? I don't even know if that's French. Anyway, he was a bell end. Right, come on, let's go. So if you hire a car, look, this is where you come. And Top Car, if I remember from last time, Jack knows the way. Expert Jack, 3rd time he's done this. Top Car, if I remember, was down here, no? There you go, I'm looking. Jack's like, we have to get the lift, remember? So I'm totally lost here. Yeah, there you go. So we have to get the lift down here. I don't know where Mrs. TravelON is and Alfie, but we just leave her behind. Can you imagine them two travelling with us on our big adventures? Yeah. Jesus Christ. You can tell we're the ones, look. We're off. Come on, it's not leisurely days. We've got places. We've got places to go.
Reading the group chat.
Reading the group chat. Read it in the car. They're having arguments. Right, come on. Out the lift, and there you go. First place you come to. Top car. I think they're the top place here. I really do. Let's get in. There you go. Top car. DE7. Let's get the keys. All right, I tell you what. Look, that is our key. That is our key. Never seen a key like that before. That is it. Interesting to see what car it's going to be now. Let's go. Come on, let's find the car. Dun, 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 dun. Which one? Oh, you found it? Oh, that one. Right, a white Renault. Oh, look at that. There you go. How posh. Right, let's get loaded. It's a tight squeeze. What a nice car, look. Nice and clean. Right, go on, get your stuff in. Get off your phone and get your stuff in. Come on. These two confused how to open the door. There, look, in the corner for crying out loud. Dear God. I'm going to leave her at home next time. Not you. Mrs. TravelON. And she's still... Get round the other side. Oh, my God. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Right, let's get in this bloody car. I'll give you a quick view of it. And then we're going to head to the hotel. Come on, you're coming with us anyway. Come on. Right, there you go. 24,000 kilometres on the dash. Nice car. Everyone's in. Seatbelts on. Yep. See you at the hotel. We're off. Right, we've had to pull up at the garage to get a bottle of water because we're all dying of thirst after that very hot flight. So we've not even got out of the airport yet. But there was one thing that I was going to tell you was credit cards. I must get a credit card. I don't think I've even got a credit card. I just asked this one in the back, do we have a credit card? And she doesn't even know. I don't think I even own a credit card, but I'm going to have to get one because they took €200 off my debit card and then they refund you that. And that's like, although I had the full insurance, that's like a deposit. I said, well, what's it for? I've got full insurance. She said, yeah, in case you get speeding fines, you bring the petrol back empty, because we've got full petrol, I think. So if you bring the car back empty, they take it off that 200. But if you've got a credit card, you just pay for the card 53 euros. But that 200, it must be like they don't take it off. They just have it as like a guarantee sort of thing. Get yourself a credit card. I know I don't want a credit card, but easier for hiring cars. I'm getting one for next time. I'm messing about with that. I don't like having 200 and then I have to keep checking to see if it's been refunded. And sometimes you can forget, can't you? And not look. Well, unless you're a tight git like me, I never forget. Right, we are going to head to the hotel now. Welcome to Gran Canaria. Absolutely nothing like Lanzarote. Look, traffic. Dear gosh, I don't know what's going on here. So we're just hitting the main motorway. We're 20 minutes from the hotel. Oh, take me back to Lanzarote. Right, we made it. 20 minutes, and we're at the Feliz Monte, I think it's called. It's a sports hotel. I'm going to show you inside. We'll show you the room. I'm going to do a full tour of it. It was dirt cheap. Probably the cheapest I've seen in a long time. Let's hope it was cheap. Well, I think the main reason it was cheap is because the pool is closed. This is like a sports hotel. So I think maybe because it's closed until the 26th of September, we got a deal. I'll tell you how much. Well, let's see it first. We might not have got a deal. Who cares? We're only here one night. Come on then. Let's get all the bags. These two are ready. That's ready. Ready? Close door. Ready? Yeah. Let's go. An absolutely glorious day, look. And here we are at Monte Feliz. So far so good. Right, come on, let's get inside. Let's have a little look. Big old place in the middle of nowhere. Well, there was some big hotels on the way up. There was some big TUI hotels. Do you know what? There's the pool all closed out there. Well, nice reception, but I don't know where the reception is. Where's the bloody reception? Oh, there it is. Oh, there you go. Check-in was nice. Lovely lady. So far, so good. We're in room 4106, which is on this level. As she said before, the pool is closed, hence why the price was cheap. It's a sports hotel. The gym opens at 7 o'clock until 10:30 at night. I think he's going to go there. Maybe I will. You can go and find the key door. Little map of the hotel, quite a big place. And she said that there's loads of sports activities going on as well. There's a QR code on here, and if we press that, we're more than welcome to join in on the sports activities. But there is a little splash pool there, look, although not one big pool. So while I was checking in, a guy did say, where is the other pool? So there's another pool in another hotel that you can use, but for one night, who cares? Here we go, 4115, 4106 we're in. Nice clean corridor. Mrs. TravelON's making more noise than normal. Right, come on, let's get first impressions. And then I'll tell you how much this cost. Dirt cheap.
Whoa.
Ooh, well, that was a good noise already. Wow, this is lovely.
Very spacious.
Blimey hell. You've got a little kitchen here, look. Got all your kitchen stuff. Little self-catering. Nice TV. Little table here. I assume there's going to be views. Air conditioning. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. Little sofa. I mean, how? One room. Wow, look at this.
Quite big, isn't it?
Yeah, come on. One room in here. One room in here, look. Big wardrobe there. That leads out here. We will have a little peek out there onto the terrace. I could have booked the one downstairs as well on the lower floor, which had a bigger terrace. This has a small balcony, really modern, and it should be 2 bedrooms. There should be another room. Oh,
There's no light.
here we go. Here we go, look. 2 rooms, another room here. Loads of places to put your bags and things like that. Super, super modern, super, super clean. And the bathroom is absolutely massive as well. I am really, really impressed, and I think you're going to be impressed when I tell you the price of this place for one night, for all 4 of us. It was the cheapest I could find anyway. Right, let's have a little look out on the balcony. This is why I had a top floor and not a bottom floor, because I thought if the pool's closed, there's no point in having a bottom one that overlooks a closed pool. Wow, look at this. Little table and chairs. Little chill out place. That is beautiful, and a gorgeous view there, look. All the way over, little grassy area there, look, people sunbathing. And that's where the main pool is, usually, down there.
And then the door to the bedroom.
And that leads into the bedroom as well. Well, I am super impressed. So there you go, the Monty Feliz, one night only, 130 euros for all of us. I thought that was actually really good in this day and age for a 2-bedroom apartment with a pool that's closed, but I don't think it would have been that much with a pool. But I thought 130 euros was decent, because the rest, and the cheapest hotel we could find in Puerto Rico, which is a servitor as well, was 240. I reckon I've got myself a deal. What do you reckon? Let me know. Anyway, that was Travel Day. I hope you enjoyed that. We are going to the Origin show tonight. The lady at reception just told me it's a 4-hour show with dinner and drinks and all that. These lot are going to go mental, but I think it might be good. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, follow and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.